Hello, gamers. Welcome into stream today. This one's going to be a fun one, and probably a shorter one too, as compared to last stream, which was 4 hours. Good grief. It took 4 hours to browse a website, but that's fine. It was all worth it. Now, before we get into stream, you know what we gotta do. It's time we go through our announcements. Let's roll into them, shall we? So first of all indigenous tribes have been stripped of their clean water rights as ruled by the United States government. Initially it started with the Navajo. Oh, you went to Comic-Con? That's awesome. That's great. That's great. Sorry, I got distracted. It's initially started with the Navajo and has since been passed on to most, if not all, indigenous tribes. I have linked some charities down below to support indigenous people because that's a horrible thing to happen. Everyone deserves clean water, and especially in the indigenous community where they continually get their rights stripped away. Women and children continue to go missing, and two-spirit people as well. Just go support indigenous people, please. In addition to that, affirmative action has recently been ended. I included an article that discusses what affirmative action is, its history, and why it's important that it's such a huge deal that it was stripped away. I have said this for the whole month, but I'm looking for charities specifically aimed toward helping BIPOC get the proper education that they need, like charities that support them in getting their education. Hello there, welcome in. In addition to that, it's the end of Disability Pride Month. I will probably still keep those charities down below to support disabled people because they should be supported all year round and not just for this one month. So that is also in with the rest of the indigenous charities and all other charities that I have linked. It is also South Asian Heritage Month, which goes on into August, so happy South Asian Heritage Month. Did I say Asian Heritage Month? My apologies. South Asian Heritage Month. There are also charities linked below to support South Asian people for this month and also support them afterward. Go shop at your local shops that are run by South Asian people. They deserve your business. It is also BIPOC Mental Health Month, at the end of it anyway. I'm still also probably going to keep the BIPOC mental health charities and resources that I have left down below because I believe that no matter who you are, you deserve to have mental health resources, completely and utterly. Not just those who are able to afford it. Everyone deserves to have mental health resources. And support people who have mental health issues after this month is well into forever because they deserve your support. And finally, the U.S. Supreme Court has recently ruled in favor of businesses discriminating against LGBT. So there are LGBT charities that are listed below as well in the links that are, in the one link rather, that is stated important links for the month of July. And I'm probably also going to keep that there as well. Sorry I stumbled so much through that. I apologize. I'm getting warmed up. But thank you so much for listening to the announcements for today. Let's roll into here because I finally got it set up so you don't have to see my weird little thing when I set up my PNG tuber. But hello, hi everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you all are doing well. I need to close my curtains. Hold on a second. My neighbor's going by with their dog. That I just noticed that as I was closing my blinds. Always nice to walk your pets. The weather has been so nice lately. But hi, I hope you all are doing well. Oh my goodness. I've been, in terms of my mental health, it's been actually getting better as of late. I don't know what flipped. It's so nice to see you again. It's so nice to see you again, too. I remember you. You were the really helpful person from last stream. I I try to make it a note to try to remember every person that comes through my streams. Sometimes I forget, and I apologize. It also doesn't help that because I have the new Truffle TV plugin, all the icons have since dissipated. The weather has been so hot recently. Yeah, it's been hot for a lot of people. It's actually been kind of cool over here lately. We actually had rain not too long ago. So it's been a little cool, but it's gonna pump up at the rest of the week. It's probably gonna go up to the 80s, so yikes. Um, Goodness, I'm so scattered. Yippee for decent mental health. Yippee for decent mental health, indeed. Because I was having a really bad mental health decline this past month, actually. The beginning of this month. All this month has been a wreck for me, but it's getting better and I'm happy for it. You know, I hope you all are doing well too. Don't be afraid to go reach out to people, get the resources that are necessary to help you. I say as I'm a burgeoning mental health professional. I apologize, I became a therapist for a second. I'm not a trained and licensed therapist. I just need to state that now. I'm working toward a degree, working with children and adolescents. I'm not actually a trained professional, but I do have some skills in the mental health field. So don't take my advice as the gospel, if you will. Anyway, goodness, sorry. I have had a tendency to go on tangents lately. So, today, I asked you guys in a little poll that only 4 of you voted on, but that's fine. If you wanted me to do a welcome home theories stream, because I realized I probably wouldn't be able to fit everything that I wanted decently in a really long community post. It'd probably be the length of a 6-page essay, let's be frank here. For me, I broke the washing machine, so we have a new one coming in on Monday. I'm so sorry you broke your washing machine, or the washing machine broke. I hope that the new one that comes in is just as good as your other one, if it was decent. But today, we're going over welcome home theories. Now, I need to preface, a lot of these aren't my theories in specific, because I realized a lot of what I was going off on a tangent about, well, one of the things, actually, is still the theory that I had, but excuse me, the other ones are all theories that have been posited by the community that I myself agree with. There are so many theories like floating about, and I was just like, I didn't want to be influenced by it at first, but I just realized, I was like, you know what, actually this is starting to make sense, and you guys are picking up on things I probably wouldn't have, but kind of made a note of, but actually forgot about it in the moment because I got swept up by the update. I have a theories document. Let me actually, hold on. Let me pop the chat out here. Boop. Stick you guys over here. And let me open up, that's the wrong document. I'm not going to show you guys the document because, just because I don't think it'd be super appealing to have that as a visual on stream. So it's just going to be my face for most of stream today. But we will go back through the website and we will go over things and also go over images of fan art. Welcome old. Hi, Neptune. Welcome old. I missed that. But yes, I'm going to be showing some fan art off that is in line with a lot of these theories that we're talking about, and when I do, I'm going to show you it with the person's username and the platform that it came from, which is primarily Tumblr. Also, I'm really doing my Welcome Home OC, and I'm excited. Oh, that sounds exciting! My Welcome Home OC is just me, but puppetified. So I don't know, I don't think that counts as an OC. I think that's just my Sona. It's fine. But, yes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh! Okay, oops, that's the wrong thing. I didn't want to open that right away. Okay, so one of the first theories we're going to talk about, actually, I should have put it in the description. I apologize. There's going to be a trigger warning here for homophobia in specific, so take care of yourselves whilst we're talking about this, because this is a pretty serious subject in at least this kind of discussion. So I'm gonna pop up. I have it popped up on the screen already. Where is my window capture? There it is. That's the chat. Why does it do that? I hate when it does that. Good grief. Got to watch one of your streams live? Hello there! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome, welcome! You must be a VOD viewer saying, because you're saying, hell yeah, I caught one of your streams live. Welcome in, VOD viewer, potentially. We're glad to have you here, my friend. Okay. Here's the first thing. If my screen will let me zoom. There we go. Zooming in! So this is some fan art that I saw when I was browsing Tumblr. I have a personal Tumblr, by the way. This isn't a public Tumblr, so don't try to snoop to try to find it. Okay? Respect the privacy. So this is some fan art by a lovely Haji Medics on Tumblr, which you should go follow this person. Their art is incredible. This is of Frank with Julie, and they have a ring connecting one another, and it says, a beautiful marriage with no divorce. Hi, VOD viewer. We love the VOD viewers here. They're just the guys who are hanging out. But we're glad to have you nonetheless. Right, what was I saying? Anyway. I keep forgetting. I'm going on tangents. I'm sorry, I get distracted. But yes, this piece of fan art is what originally made me catch on to this specific theory, which is, I don't even know if it's so much a theory, is it's kind of proven a little bit by the website. You know, we'll talk about that in a second. Which is, the Playfellow Workshop is trying so hard to push for Julie and Frank to be in this hetero romance, which is a common thing in children's television with The Art Is So Pretty. I know! You're drawing right now? Hell yeah! They're like trying to push a hetero romance on these two, despite the fact that they're very clearly just friends and they want to stay platonic like that, because Frank is in a secret relationship with Eddie. Because we'll talk about that in a second. But is the fan art implied that they're forced to being a couple for the camera? The tag says that it's not a ship. Yes, they're being forced into a relationship essentially. And I can provide some proof for this. So let me get... First of all, let me turn off my thing that makes my screen dark, because it ruins the website otherwise. And then we gotta pop open the media tab of the Welcome Home site. Look at me! Why is it cut off at the top? What the... Come on now. Wait, that's my background. I'm such a disaster today. I'm so sorry. Why does it do this? Excuse you. Don't make my silly thing so huge. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. I edited this before. I don't know why it's suddenly being a butt now. Oh, the perks of being a streamer. The thing you wanted to show off is suddenly being a butt. I'm trying to show this off without showing that. There we go. Now let me... There we go. Perfect! Perfect! Okay, we got it. So now we're here in the media site. You can't really see the Wally's eyes off to the side at this view, but it's fine. Actually, I can make the page a little wider so you can see his little eyeballs. He's looking at you. Oh. I hate this. Just let me not show off my bookmarks. Please. I beg of you, OBS. Stop being a butt. Thank you. Alright. There we go. So, what we're talking about here is the Julie-Rella segment here, which I think we went over this in the very first stream that we did for this, the original walkthrough of the site. This is supposed to be a part of a tie-in for a storybook, which is like a reimagining of Cinderella, but with Julie as Cinderella. However, it says here, we can see that Julie is Cinderella, Barnaby is the fairy, the fairy dog mother, and Frank is the prince. Now, let me see if I can open this in a different, there we go. So you can see he's dressed up as oh my gosh, I can't talk. The prince, and Sally is like the king in this situation. So, as the fan art implies here, these two are set up to be in a romantic relationship. When very clearly, as we have seen through the audios and the videos of Wally disassociating, they're just friends. It's very evident all over the site just how friendly they are with one another, but not in a romantic way. And yet, it seems very clearly... I keep saying that, sorry. It just seems very clear that the Playfellow Workshop is very, very evidently trying to push this, like, straight romance. But it makes sense, the fact that Frank has to hide his sexuality because of the time period that this took place in. Now, this would have been around the 60s to 70s, and if we take a look at the history of like gay rights at that point in time, there of course was Stonewall happening. However, gay rights were just not a thing. Being gay was still considered a disease, and was seen in a similar light to someone who has an attraction toward children. So, and there's a lot of propaganda surrounding that. I don't suggest looking it up unless you're actually super curious, but there is one that I know of that I can't remember the name of now, but it's like Children Beware or something like that, and it very clearly tries to frame gay men as pedophilic. It's very disturbing. So, but like I was saying, it lines up a lot with the time period that the Welcome Home show would have taken place in, because I can't remember which part of the site it was that mentions the time frame. Let me go see if I can search for it really quickly to present it to you. Where is it? Where is it? Would it have been in... We could just look at the exhibition, because I think they have some dates for stuff in here. Let's see. The Stranger Danger phenomena. Yeah. Okay, this does have a date. It's like 71. Yeah, let me... Yes. I found it. I found what I was looking for. Hopefully you can see it. It's first time since the 70s. This is talking about the phone. But, oh. What is this jumbled little piece of text here? Probably because the site didn't load properly. It's fine. Oh, there it goes. Also, somebody pointed out that this disc right here is out of sync with the rest of the discs, which doesn't make a whole load of sense because this green one's also out of sync. I think it's just the first record in the lineup. But it takes place in the 70s, like 69, and then 74. So, yeah. Yeah. And also, we kind of see how close not Wally, Jesus, I'm mixing names up. Frank and Eddie are with one another. To a certain degree, it's kind of distant in the, like, audios and the visuals, but they are close with one another. Which, this just breaks my heart. And I think this one post here that I have on my document, oh gosh, oh, golly gee willikers, I just got flashbanged. Ah! There it is. Okay. This post I found on Tumblr, I think illustrates this very well, and this is by Mooney and Rice on Tumblr. Me, when I realize Frank and Eddie's relationship is an allegory for not being able to be with the one you love, and how Julie and Frank's friendship constantly being pushed as romance by Playfellow is reminiscent of how men and women are always expected to be together romantically, and the entire thing is just metaphorical for heteronormativity, and I'm so normal, you guys. Yeah, this person worded it a lot better than me, frankly, but it is very much, like, pushing heteronormativity. It's pushing that gay men always have to be with women because, like, it's just a disease. And if they're with a woman, then they'll be cured of it miraculously, etc., etc. It's just pushing this, like, I guess you could call it agenda. And especially in children's media, too, where they're trying to make it prevalent of, like, straight relationships are the norm and gay relationships are not. And if you're in a gay relationship, then there's something wrong with you. Of course, we've gotten a little bit better about that now, but, you know, it's sliding ever so back. We're going back in time with every new bit of legislature being passed in the U.S. regarding gay rights. Queer people are always in danger. It's kind of horrifying, frankly. And I think that this, in specific, it's a little too close to home. Very sad. It's very, very sad. But I think that's all for that one. But also, I forgot to mention, I don't have very many theories lined up. So if you guys have any of your own theories, you're so free to, like, posit it in the chat and we can have a discussion about it. So feel free to chime in whenever and we can go on and talk about it. Because I love hearing what you guys have to think. Because, like, the theories this community has been coming up with, oh my god, they're so... I'm just like... Oh, my dog is barking. He's barking at the homophobia. He's mad at homophobes. We love my dog in this house. Alright. So, let's see. Oh, the Wally is disassociating hardcore dude thing. That's the only thing I have written for that in specific. I hate that I wrote it like that, but it's actually pretty true. I think a lot of people were agreeing with me that Wally is disassociating quite a bit in those videos of him just kind of sat in places and his friends are talking. But I think a lot of people were positing that it's probably not on the set of Welcome Home when it was occurring. This is probably, like, in between or after, when there's no camera on the characters. And they're just kind of chatting. They're having casual conversation with one another. And I think there's one in specific. I have all the audios listed. Thank God I did it when we were doing it initially. Because, oh boy. What one was it? It was Howdy and Sally, I think it was. Where is it? Howdy and Sally. There we go. It was the third one. Where he's, like, giving her groceries? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. You have to turn this off again. Alrighty. Bloop. It's this one. I'm not going to play the video because we've already seen it. And if you haven't seen it, you feel free to go through my VOD for the initial investigation of Welcome Home. This is kind of... Hang on. We need some music. It's a little quiet. It's a little quiet. Hold on a second. Let us get some tunes in here. What tunes do we want? Hang on. Perfect. Perfect. From one of my favorite games. It's a little quiet. Theory time. Whoopee! Yep, indeed. Theory time. Whoopee! You made it just in time. We're on to the second one. And I was just putting on some music. Because it was a little too quiet for my taste. Alright. Back here. So, disassociation. We were talking about Howdy and Sally. And like, the meta-ness of it. I'm not going to play the video because we already went through that. So let me get to what I wanted to... Where is it? Groceries, yes. she asks for some groceries, where she says, I'll take one of those boxes of Bubble Blast Instant Mash, to where he says, a bag of Old McDonald's porridge oats. And then she says, one loaf of bouncy yellow bread, to which he says, one large sponge, and a box of that nice new sunshine cereal you introduced me to last week, so she asks for cereal. And then he says, wood chips and sawdust. So he's not actually giving her... Oh, hang on 1 second. I'm getting ice cream, but I'm also gonna take this opportunity to use the bathroom really quick. So, everything always falls apart when I leave. I left to go use the bathroom really quickly, and then the stream disconnected. How does this always happen? I got ice cream now. Thanks to my parents. Hang on. I think it'll be back on the... There we go. Well, I got ice cream now, so if I sound a bit muffled, my apologies. We're not taking a 5-minute ice cream break like we did last time. I learned my lesson. Sitting with a hamster staring at you on a moped is probably one of the most agonizing experiences of your life. I'm so sorry about that, by the way. Hang on, let me look at the... Okay. Everything is fine. I looked on the dashboard, make sure everything's okay. Are you guys okay in there? Chat, are you okay? Are you alright? I hope you guys are okay. Okay. So what was I talking about again? Oh, right. The fact that he's giving her not actually food, he's giving her, like, something else. He's giving her porridge oats, a sponge, and wood chips and sawdust. And I think somebody was talking about the fact that this just means they don't need to sustain themselves, and they're kind of it's like a facsimile of needing sustenance. Like, you know, we need food and water and sun and all this stuff to function, essentially, as human beings. Puppets don't need to do that. They're just puppets. And I guess because they're emulating humans to a certain degree on their show, they're kind of shown doing that stuff a lot. But even outside of that, it's like, it's not actually food. It's just wood chippings, a sponge, and porridge oats. Chicken. Yes. Chicken. We do have a bird character in Poppy. And she's very interesting, because a lot of people like to think that she's, like, what is it? Self-aware, I guess, of everything. And no, I don't think Poppy's self-aware. Personally, I personally think she's overly anxious and tends to overthink, and she's very accident prone. as like I've seen through various fan arts and also like the videos, these specific videos. So I don't think she's overly caught, like I don't think she's overly aware of her existence. Unlike Wally. Egg. Yes. But so like all this to say that Wally is disassociating in those moments. Oh, I should turn this back on. There we go. All this to say, Wally is like disassociating hardcore in those moments until somebody brings up his name as if ushering him into the conversation. And a lot of people have been saying that this is like an indicator of how this trek is far too intense. Holy cow, Jesus. I'm so sorry. This is an indicator of like I got welcome old reboot card. Awesome. What am I talking about? What am I trying to say? He's being ushered into the conversation as if he's getting what, like activating him, I guess is the word. In a way. If it's like they're talking off screen and then he's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Some people were bringing it up better than me. This track is so goddamn epic. I feel like I'm in the middle of a battlefield. Jesus Christ. Turn that down a lot more. I'm so sorry. Audio mixing is not my specialty. Right. So, either way, he's disassociating. A lot of people seem to agree with me when I first brought that up. That, like, he's disassociating, essentially. Because that is what disassociating looks like a lot of the time, is you're staring at nothing. But you're not aware you're doing it. Welcome, old. Yes. That is our resident welcome, older Neptune. They're the one that started that at the first Welcome Home stream, actually. Also, welcome in. I don't think I've seen your name around before. Yeah, as someone who has disassociated, I'm trying to get back into the conversation, sorry, I get distracted easily. As someone who, like, disassociates, I could see a lot of myself with Wally, like, just staring at nothing, because you're not aware you're doing it sometimes, and you just kind of feel like you're outside of your body, or you're just losing a moment or a chunk of time. I disassociated once for like 30 minutes. I was laying on my back on the couch and I stared up at the ceiling and I got lost in thought and disassociated just for 30 minutes and I didn't even realize it. I thought I was there for like 3. I didn't realize I was there for such a long time. It kind of feels like that. That was my first chat in Quartz history. Yep. It was. I remember. And that's how he entered the scene. But yeah. That was very poignant. I don't know exactly what it truly means in the grander scheme of things with Wally, but it was still an interesting note nonetheless to, you know, like, put a pin in the meantime being. Okay, what is the next one on my list? Because I think I went over that one as well as I could. Ah, this one. I'm sorry, there's no visual right now. I don't have very many visuals. This is literally just me talking about these, and I have no idea what to put on as a visual for y'all. So you're just getting me and my little PNG tuber and my little Furby and my bedtime bear. What the heck? Anyway. So, this one was from one singular post I saw while browsing through the Welcome Home tag on Tumblr. And someone brought up how they think there's no central antagonist currently in Welcome Home. And I think I agree with that. Because a lot of people like to put that Wally is a antagonist adjacent. Me and Neptunes are best friends. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. I think I do remember you. I think you showed up in one of the streams. Sorry. Sometimes I forget names, and I apologize if I forget somebody who has been here. I just forget your name. See your streams a while ago, but I've never actively participated in them. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to have you here. We're glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy your stay in our little strange neighborhood we've got. Anyway, I like Welcome Old a lot. Glad to see you. We've got a fellow Welcome Old lover. Sorry, I get so easily distracted by chat. I'm just gonna go on so many side tangents. So, right. There's no central antagonist. Despite the fact that everyone and their mother likes to believe that Wally is the antagonist, he's not. Because he's not outwardly causing issues. And I guess for this one, I can bring it up, with the secret staff site? Or the hidden page, as everyone likes to call it. I forgot I have to put the password in. Fuck, I always forget it. I know the first 3 letters, and then I forget the last 2. Oh, did I do it wrong? There we go. Jesus Christ, I keep doing it wrong. Okay. Here. This is the hidden page on the website. I figured out how to get here, by the way. I did figure it out. I had to have it explained to me, like, how to, like, what this page was and what the URL was. But I did figure out on my own how to get here because somebody was so nice enough to put a tutorial how to get here on Tumblr. So shout out to that person. So, there's a lot of discussion around this page. And you got the eye symbol here. You can see some eyes in the background here other than the ones that are very clearly Wally's. There's a lot of Wally imagery here. And Wally very clearly interacting here as well with there's the apple. The blacklight thing where you put the eyeball in the spiral. Let me zoom in a little more so you guys can see. Who are you? Everything is so disgusting to touch. Sometimes the mail doesn't come for weeks. I want to rip everything I have. My head feels so muddled too ever since I opened that envelope. I think Wally has blue hair. You mean to tell me that a little puppet guy has blue hair and pronouns? Not in my puppet show from the 70s. Late 60s, early 70s. I just dipped my nose in the ice cream because I laughed too hard. Oh gosh darn it. Okay. There's like the phone. I keep hearing the phone ring. This weird spiral notebook with the eye on it, which I did point out was like the text that or like the promo, like the little preview image of on Clown's Tumblr that led to the update for the website. Why did the music stop? What the? Terrible OST. 0 out of 10. Wow, really? No way! Okay. There we go. Gotta get the music in here. It's a little quiet, I apologize. Turn it up as much as I can. But yeah, Wally's like everywhere. There's the image I was talking about. Somebody actually deciphered this image here, and it says like this house, that house, you. And I think this is an entry done by Wally. Also, it's very interesting that they drew a house around this house, that house. And then also put you in a heart. The phone is ringing. the handprints and stuff. This safe. Okay. We'll talk about the safe later. I haven't cracked it yet. I don't think anyone has yet, as far as I've heard. But, yeah. Wally is not an antagonist. Also, there's a thing that says Wally, darling, I think, here. Yeah. Where's the thing where it says, I'm so sorry? Yeah, there it is. I'm so sorry. He's not an antagonist. He's just very obsessive. Because he's... Goodness, I almost choked. He's realizing there's people, finally, that he can, like, have a cognizant idea of. He's realizing, oh my god, there's people. Like, with the guest book, it got shut down because the WHRP people couldn't handle it, and also they were hearing voices, which I guess is the people who, oh, there's a 36-second delay, Jesus Christ. The people who signed the guest book, the newer people, us, goodness, this is still so loud, my golly. But yeah. Hi, hello! Hello, welcome in. Don't mind me crunching on my ice cream cone. I don't want to do this super loud because I know a lot of you guys have misophonia like I do, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting that. But right. Wally. He's not the antagonist. He's just, like, I feel like he's relieved more than anything, and just curious and obsessive over the fact that there's new people that he can finally talk to, and has that cognizant realization of, like, did Welcome Home even exist? Because it's just like that like, feeling of, like, did this exist or did it not exist, you know? And he's just like, oh my god, somebody who isn't, like, is adamant that this exists. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Either way, he's not the antagonist. He's not doing anything horrible, but he is doing things that are concerning. You know? Which I think is different. Because an antagonist from the jump would be trying to cause issues. Is it strawberry or orange? It's strawberry. Strawberry. I already brought up how the recordings are off-screen, not on-screen discussion. They're not trying to be in character. Strawberry. Yep. It's strawberry ice cream. Okay. This one. Also, just a reminder, if any of you have any theories you want to discuss or bring up, feel free to leave it in the chat. We can bring it up. Wally's too sweet looking to be the antagonist? Exactly! He is just a little boy! He is not gonna cause any issues. I'd say he's a little boy. He's like in his late 20s. But still, he's not gonna cause issue! He's not that kind of guy! If any, did you hear him in those recordings? He's but a sweet little man. He's a sweet little boy, and I will defend him to the ends of the earth. Sorry. I had a moment there. We'll talk about we'll talk about that in a second. Eyes. Eyeballs. Let's talk about eyeballs for a minute here. But yeah, feel free to leave your little theories in chat if you want. Eyeballs. You can see here. Eyeballs. Of course, it's been a thing since the beginning of Welcome Home, that seeing is a huge thing. But in this case, it's a lot more prevalent. I'm a 23-year-old teenage girl. Stop. Hold on. I'm crunching my cone away from the mic so you don't hear the crunching noises. I'm almost done. Okay. Ice cream has been devoured. Let us press forward, my friends, without more interruption. Don't mind me cracking my knuckles. I'm for it. Don't Say your age in chat. Also, you are baby. Good grief. What are you doing here? Oh my god. Right. What was I gonna do? I already forgot what I was gonna do. Eyeballs. Eyeballs. That's right. I was gonna do the eyeballs. I was talking about eyeballs. Where is the one thing that I was gonna bring up? What was that audio recording of him talking about his eyes are weak? Hold on. I need to find it. Hang on, gamers. I'm going on an expedition. I'm going on an expedition to try to find the audio recording of where Wally states his eyes are weak. What did I miss? Hello there. You didn't miss much. I am talking about Wally's eyeballs. It's such a silly thing to say out of context. I'm trying to find the audio recording where Wally states his eyes are weak. I can't hear you. Do you know who I am? We've looked at each other's eyes so many times, you're looking at me now. That is not it. What one is it? I very nearly opened Google Chrome, which I haven't done in 3 years. I use Firefox. That is the phone call. Thoughts on the Wally split personality theory. I'm gonna be very frank about that. I haven't heard anything about it, but also I think that fucking sucks because that just falls into the idea that people with DID are awful people. And using DID in a horror setting is very common, sadly. And I just don't agree with it whatsoever. It's very ableist, is what it is. Because people with DID are not villains. People with DID are not evil people. They are just people with a system in their head. So, I don't like that theory. I am returned. Welcome back, Maddie! Imagine some random guy named Wally joins in here having no idea what welcome home is and hearing the words Wally's eyeballs being uttered. Yes, very specific person named Wally. I am talking about your eyeballs. That would be so funny, actually. If that happened. But I'd feel so bad at the same time for confusing that person. What the frick? Where is the audio that I'm looking for? I've just been searching for it this whole time. Oh, that's the other page. That's the U page. Not the page that I'm looking for. Don't mind me skimming. I'm skimming the pages. Hi, Maddie boy. Maddie boy's a regular here. We love him. Thank you for joining us today, Maddie. We've missed you very much. Love it in a platonic way. What the heck? That was a... I swear that was a page. Unless I was being silly. Again. I can't find it. What the heck? Does anybody remember the audio recording of Wally stating his eyes were weak? Does anyone remember that? Or am I just being silly? I genuinely don't think I've ever met anyone named Wally. I've met some people named Wally before. Probably in elementary school, though. So I haven't met a lot of people like that in recent years. Where is it? Gosh darn it. I'm going through them all. Oh. I saw someone retracted their message and I went, what did you put that you had to retract? You guys are too nice, be meaner? No, we're not gonna be too mean. Okay, this one's the closest one I can get, which is the drawing eyes. How tall is your guys' OC? You mean me? I'm 5'2", 5'3". I'm very short. Do you like to draw? I do. You know how to draw an eye. First you draw a circle, next you draw a smaller circle inside, and then you color it in. I think I met someone named Wally Walnut. Okay. But this is, I think, This is the closest I am. Walnut Man's. God fucking damn. We're just calling Wally Walnut Man from now on. Anyway, he's eyeballs. He's very in tune with eyeballs and seeing. It's very important to Wally. And this thing that I was talking about is like his eyes are weak. He can't see very well. As in, like, there's so many of us and he's obsessed with us, but he can't completely see us. There's an obsession with seeing. I'm sorry. That is so convoluted. I apologize. Gremlin. Why you put in what? Stop! I hate being short. It's such a detriment. You're 92? Oh, sure. And I am 60 years old. And my back, I threw out my back. Walnut Man, gosh darn it, guys. You guys are distracting me from having this very serious. I'm trying to have this corkboard moment where I'm tying in the pieces here. And you guys are just making me laugh. God damn it. Oh, frick. Okay. I still can't find the one. If anybody has the one where he says his eyes are weak, please tell me. Because I don't remember. I hope I don't get a welcome home fixation if I watch more of the streams. Well, this is going to be the last stream that I do on Welcome Home until the next update. But I have a previous VOD where I went over Welcome Home's newest update, and then I did one also initially when Welcome Home had blown up. I'm talking about everyone, how tall you see. Yes, I see. What was I saying? I already forgot. But yes, but if you want to go through that backlog, you can. But join us. Join everyone. You know, by everyone, I mean me and my welcome home fixation. Right. Eyeball. There's just a lot of seeing. He wants to be able to see us, to actually tangibly understand that we're there. Because I don't fully think he knows that we're here. It's because he says his eyes are weak. Either he's not tangentially aware that we're here, but he knows we're here to a certain degree. But, yeah, the pupils aren't symmetrical. I swear that means nothing. Yeah, they're not... Oh, okay, bye. Thanks for dropping in, I guess. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, the eyes aren't lined up properly, but I don't think that means anything necessarily. I mean... My face isn't symmetrical. Like, my little face here is not symmetrically drawn. Here's the theory. Wally has really bad eyesight. He's very angrily trying to find his glasses. Essentially, he's Velma from Scooby-Doo. My glasses! I can't see anything without my glasses. That's me. I just took off my glasses. My IRL self, I took off my glasses. I can't see very well without them because, fun fact, I have really bad eyesight without my glasses, and they got worse because of the fact that I was staring at my computer screen for a really long time. So I lost a lot of eyesight because of that. So now I have glasses that I need to use for reading purposes. So whoops, me, Wally, not able to see very well. No. But genuinely, I do think it has to be something to do with his awareness. That he's not able to, quote-unquote, see us, as in he's not able to visualize us in a way. I don't know. But we do know he's very fixated on us, which is a very interesting thing to ponder. Oh god, I got flashbanged again! Ah! I need to keep my dark reader thing on. My eyeballs. Here's something I want to talk about personally. I wear contacts because I feel like a total nerd when I wear glasses. I do not like wearing contacts. The idea of putting something in my eye freaks me out. Okay. So here's something I want to bring up. This isn't a theory. This is just something... My humor is broken. Mine too. Imagine Walnut Matt with those... You know that emoji of the nerd, like the glasses nerd emoji in the pointing up finger? That's me. Right, anyway. I need to talk about this interview. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, that's too intensive music for what we're talking about. Skip that. There we go. That's better. We need to talk about this audio transcript real quick. This live interview. There was audio of it, but I was silly and I read it all out on like, for no reason. Walnut eyes. Hey, I love you guys. You guys are going a little off topic. But you know what? It's fine. I'll let it slide. Are you planning to make a welcome home version of Nicholas Tobias? Hang on, let me ask the man of myth himself. Hey, Nicholas. Let me ask the man, the myth, the legend himself, Nicholas. Hey, Nick. You want to get welcome home-ified? I think the answer is no. I don't think Nicholas Tobias would like getting puppetified very much, personally. Just based on the sole fact that he already puts up with a lot of my shenanigans, and I don't think he'd like to put up with becoming a puppet. Just, you know, just because. He puts up with me too much. Are we ever on topic? No, we're not. This is the court stream, where we're always off topic because I get distracted in reading chat. But I love you guys. You guys are silly. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for making this community so vibrant. You guys are cool. Alright. No, wait. It's National Treasure Nicholas Tobias. I know, it's been too long. I'm so sorry. It's been a long time. He just hasn't wanted to come on stream lately. Welcome old versus Wally. Welcome home. Who will win in the boxing match? Sorry. Okay. I need to put my serious face on for this one. We'll leave Nicholas Tobias here to hang out with us for this little explanation, and then he's got to dip, because he's got to go hang out with his boyfriend. So, this isn't a theory, so much as it's a gripe. Wherein people are talking about the way that Wally talks in this specific interview, and as well as in general. They say he's being, like, deceptive, I'm putting that in quotes, deceptive, or quote-unquote scary, or he's being, like he's hiding something. And that doesn't sit particularly well with me. Not just because I stated before that Wally is not an antagonist, because there's just no reason for him to be. Nicholas Tobias looks like he's experienced a little too much quartz and chat shenanigans. Oh, he has. He's seen some shit. Right. What was I talking about? It doesn't sit right with me because he's not an antagonist. Not just because of the fact he's not an antagonist, but just because, like, it's all but confirmed the fact that Wally is autistic, and, like, autistic people don't really, like, autistic people, they're not like neurotypical people, especially when it comes to talking. You know, bringing up, like, this, like, things into discussion. Nicholas Tobias fans, when Nicholas Tobias came out. Like, speaking from experience, sometimes I don't want to put on this voice that I usually do for people. I just want to talk flat, without any sort of inflection in my voice. I just want to be able to talk without feeling like I'm putting on a performance. And, like, that's just Wally's regular speaking voice. And the fact that people think he's being deceptive is just, like, it's a little bit, it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, you know? Oh god, there's inside jokes and something I'll have to catch up on if I join more streams. There's not too many. Don't worry. Nicholas Tobias is one of the oldest ones so far, but he's just like a background guy that comes in every so often, so don't worry, you're not missing too much. It's my personal headcanon that I am Nicholas Tobias' least favorite chat member. No, Nicholas Tobias does love you guys. He's just got permanent grumpy face. You know, he's just a little bit grumpy sometimes. Let me put this back at the beginning. Put back the music and then go back here. Sorry, I keep interrupting this very serious discussion of like antagonizing autistic people with talking about Nicholas Tobias. But just let me to say, don't do that. Don't try to make Wally out to be this conniving, deceptive, evil guy just based on the sole fact that he seems like he's hiding something based on the inflection in his voice when it is all but confirmed that he is autistic. That just leans more into the fact that, like, autistic people are seen as weird or freakish or non-normal just because they're neurodivergent. With all the things Wally says and does, it does make him feel more like a victim with everything going on. Exactly. It feels more like it's a cry for help more than anything. He's not trying to hurt people. He doesn't want to hurt people. And he's just kind of going through the motions. This is totally serious. I'm sorry. I am genuinely trying to say, like, don't antagonize autistic people just on the fact that you think they're being deceptive based on their tone of voice. Because that is just a very ableist thing to do. And I'm not behind that whatsoever. Especially as someone who believes they are autistic based on, like, a lot of research and my own personal experiences with this kind of thing happening to me. So that just kind of ticked a nerve with me, and I saw a lot of people bringing that up, and I was like, yeah, you know, I should say something about that. So, treat autistic people with respect, even if they're fictional. So, yeah. Just wanted to put in, like, a little PSA for you guys. Yeah. The poor guy just wants to find his goofily square glasses. Exactly. He just wants to hang out with his friends in his little neighborhood and have a good time. I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing now with being within the website, but I just don't feel right, you know, saying that he's evil. Like, outright evil. And also just, people are weird, you know, with regard to autistic people. We are people! Treat us with respect, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. Gosh darn it, this song is so quiet in the thing, and I see it, and it's just like, suddenly gets loud. Anyway, that is my little thing. We're done with that little portion. Nicholas Tobias looks like he needs to flip his frown upside down. He's happy. He can be a happy guy, I think. He just, like, depends on who he's hanging out with. He's the most happiest when he's with his boyfriend. Speaking of, Nicholas Tobias has got a div. He's got to go hang out with his boyfriend. I just wanted to bring him in to get his opinion about being puppetified, and I've diverted him away from his plans. So, Nicholas Tobias, thank you so much for showing up in the stream. We gotta let you go, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. Now, go have fun with your boyfriend. What the... he flickered for a second. He's gone. I need to catch up on Welcome Home lore. Okay. I think the best person you can go to get caught up and, like, get a brief, like, the very first iteration of the website, I think the best person to go to for that is Inside a Mind, personally. He did a video about it, and I think I don't know if he'll do a second part. But if you do want to get caught up on what we found in this newer update, I did do a stream, but it is 4 hours, so, I'm sure you can, like, there's probably, like, synopsises hanging around. Nicholas Tobias fans when Nicholas Tobias leaves. I know. Oh, side tangent before we get back into the theories. Question for the masses here who are big, huge Nicholas Tobias fans. What if, say, one of these days, I did a stream where I let Nicholas Tobias be the host for the day, and he gets to hang out with you guys on stream, and he gets his own little PNG tuber avatar and can talk with you guys. Does that sound like something you'd like? Would that be fun? You can ask him all sorts of questions, and probably he'll react to some stuff, and, you know, would that be fun? Maybe? I'll have to wait a second because there's a delay. Because I've been thinking about that lately, and I wanted to do that initially for this stream, actually, but, I decided to do this instead. There's no way that Pat made a welcome home theory. Yeah, most likely he did. Inside of Mine's probably my favorite theory channel. He covers anything and everything, and the production quality is amazing. Jamie is such an incredible horror, like, theory channel, and, like, he goes behind the scenes and stuff, because I think that's initially what he wanted to do, was behind the scenes stuff. But he's such a good, like, horror YouTuber, in my personal opinion. Unlike some people. Nightmind. Yes, you want that. Oh, I see. Oh, the masses require a Nicholas Tobias stream. As a Nicholas Tobias fan, I would enjoy a Nicholas Tobias led stream. Then it's settled. I'm not gonna do it right away because I gotta get that all set up, but just know that that is an option for the future. Look out for a Nicholas Tobias stream coming your way eventually, then. But yeah, I highly recommend Inside of Mind. I really like his videos a lot. He's a cool guy. He also streams too. I saw him streaming today, actually, on Twitch. Right, okay. I have one more, and then I'm gonna ask you guys about your personal theories. Oh, I'm getting a DM. Oh. My girlfriend made Nicholas Tobias smile. Hold on. My girlfriend sent me an image of Nicholas Tobias. We're off on such a tangent, but it's okay. Hold on. This is very important for the masses. Look at this. She made him smile. It's a little wonky, but it's okay. He looks so happy. Aww. It's so cute. It's so cute. I should draw Nicholas Tobias smiling more. Right, okay, last little thing. Oh, there's two little things, actually. Well, this one is just about the phrase that makes up those tabs that we were finding the Wally audio with, which a lot of people have found different variations of it, but this one I personally like the most, which is, I will help you understand, neighbor. I will find a way soon. I don't know exactly what that means, and it does sound like it's coming from Wally directly. Cute. Thank you. He's happy? I know! I did that like 10 minutes ago, Lamau. Oh, you made him happy? Oh, that's cute. You guys love him so much, and I appreciate that. One little meme turned into, he's such a beloved character now. That makes my little heart swell with joy. Happy, 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 yeah. So I will help you understand, neighbor. I will find a way soon. Maybe he's just talking about, I will, like, help you understand what's going on with all of this. The restoration and the, just everything, I guess. I mean, it does just sound like Wally is speaking directly to us and saying, like, yeah, I will help you understand, and I will find a way to do it. I will, which I guess means, like, though the restoration team have a whole, like, that the website is entirely made up by them, Wally, I guess, is the one that's revealing a lot of the truths, which is why, like, the staff page was so easy to crack. He was the one that kind of brought it to the surface and was like, well, look at this. Even though it's corrupted as all get out, and I guess that was Wally's doing and trying to get it to us. Just a small hunch, molecular-sized hunch, tiny, tiny hunch, but I think the house is alive. Speaking of the house being alive, home? There was Morse code being done in that audio of home creaking, and as it turns out, somebody was able to crack it, and it just said hello. So home, I guess, is also aware of us. So, but yeah, I think Wally is trying to pass information to us personally to try to get us to understand. Just a hunch, but I think he's welcoming you home. No way! He's welcoming us home? No! Who told you that? Sorry. Right. Yeah, I remember initially when we were cracking it, the code with the tabs, I initially put in the sentences, I will help a neighbor soon, which I now realize that doesn't make much sense. So I will help you understand, neighbor. I will find a way soon. But that's just a little theory, just a little hunch. Just a microscopic, teensy-weensy little theory to put in your pocket for tomorrow and ponder on. Just my own little thoughts. And now for the final one before I open the floor up to you guys, is the meaning of the Secret Staff website, which we were on before, and I will grab it yet again. But I'm going to show you guys how I got there myself, just in case you guys aren't aware of how to get there. So far, I feel like the home is the most probable villain. Yeah, home does kind of seem villain-esque, but I don't want to label anybody directly as a villain just yet. Because for all we know, yeah, home might be a villain, might. But I don't see any maliciousness yet. We are so early in this series' infancy that we have no idea motives of any character yet. This is not definitive, it is all just posited. So I'm not going to try to put it on anybody just yet. Much like I said, Wally isn't an antagonist. So, yeah. But I do find that interesting. I just found out there's 2 Welcome Home main websites, Welcome Home and Welcome Home U. Yes, there are 2 different portals to Welcome Home. So, you guys remember this. This is if it'll load. Howdy is the villain for being a capitalist. Hey, he is running a home business. He is just a hard-working caterpillar that's doing his darndest to earn a living. Howdy is not, in fact, Southern. That is Eddie. My beloved. I love him very much. He deserves a day off. So, here's the worksheet. This is the password. This is the link to the password to the secret website. Now, how do you get there? There's a secret link here. Hidden. And it leads you to the safe. Now, I said before we were going to talk about the safe, and I kind of forgot about that, so let's talk about the safe. Nobody's been able to crack what's inside this safe yet, because supposedly there's a prize in here that people who were taking part in the exhibition were going to win if they answered the worksheet and turned it in. I think. So some people were supposed to win prizes, but they got locked up in the safe and no one's been able to crack it from the question answerers, exhibition people, and also just the general public. But what was I saying? Nobody's been able to crack it because there's these symbols here that symbolize a lot of the neighbors, but there's no true way to unlock it. Capitalism is the best. JK. Capitalism sucks, and I will stand by that till the day I die. But yes. It goes to the right. The safe opens from clicking it to the right. Turn this down a little more, sorry. It clicks to the right, but no one, and also you can't hit 0. This does something. There's a heart printed here to the side. I don't know exactly. I can make it real, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about, guys. Like, genuinely. Oops. I thought I made chat bigger. So let me try to sort this out here. I think I was being silly. I think I sillied a little too close to the sun. There we go. I just don't want there to be any weird space. Oh, for crying out loud. Stop. Ah! Everything's falling apart. Everything is falling apart. There we go. Don't want to show my bookmarks. But also don't want a space between. The answers to the worksheet is the password? Well, the answers to the worksheet are the password to get into the staff site. That's the thing, right? Gosh darn it. I'm so finicky about that, sorry. It's fine, I'll fix it for next stream. Right. But I don't think it's the crack to this safe in specific. Because the password to the staff site is the answers to the worksheet, which are Barnaby, Sally, Polly. Right, her name is Polly. Who's the J again? Julie, goodness, and Wally. I forgot Julie existed for a second. I feel so bad, and she's my favorite character. I'm having a moment. I apologize. But these are symbols. That's the thing. I'm back? Welcome back. So I don't know. I guess it could be like the Barnaby. My girlfriend's playing Limbus Company. It's like Barnaby, Sally. I guess Polly could be the heart. And then Julie, and then Wally? I don't know. Welcome back home and old. But yes, anyway, this leads to this. Which if I could just boop. And then put in, and this leads to the secret staff page. No, I don't want to save that password. And it just leads to this page, which we all know is the secret staff page. And this bottom thing here still says it's in here, and it doesn't lead to anything currently. It's a broken link. I thought there was something there, but as it turns out, it is intentionally just not a link. It doesn't lead anywhere currently. I put in my notes, it feels like it's an infestation a little bit, this site, right? Infestation, constant media intervention, I put potentially. Because it does seem like there's an infestation going on here. You know, it does feel like there's like something crawling in here, and it does say it's in here. Is there any, like, it just leads error 404. But there's these dots, and there also this, someone pointed out, these images off to the side here are called snazing, which is interesting. This is a page I do not think we were supposed to see. And I'm tying that back into the fact that Wally brought this out for us to see. The staff page doesn't make me feel very welcome. Yeah, and I don't think that's the intention. I don't think we were meant to see this at all. I think that we were supposed to see the rest of the site, and then, hey, don't put anything in chat that could make it so that someone, has derealization, please. Thank you. Yeah, don't do that, please. Thank you. That's not nice. A lot of people could not, that's, just don't do that, please. Thank you. But this just feels like a place, like, this just feels like a page we weren't supposed to see. What's the password again? For this site, it's BSPJW, which is Barnaby, Sally, Polly, Julie, and Wally, which are the answers to the worksheet. It just feels very moldy, I've noticed, and crusty a little bit. You know, it just feels... It also just feels like a bleed through, in a way. Constant media intervention, I think I was talking about, because I wrote this all yesterday, I don't remember exactly. Thank you. Thank you for, yeah, just don't do that again. Thank you. This feels a lot like personal notes, because this is someone describing a dream they had. And I think the constant media intervention thing is, like, intervening. Like, the media's... This... I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just, like... I guess it's like a representation of the widespread attention. Because this started off as something small and then it blew up and it's suddenly a lot of pressure. And I guess I was trying to say it's a manifestation of that, but I don't feel like that's actually accurate now. Yeah. Stinky. Yeah. I don't feel like that represents it now. It just more feels like that Wally was like trying to show us that nothing is perfect behind the scenes and there's a lot of things going on. And there's even a trust. There's even just this like thing that's like, do we actually know that this is a real show? The more I work, the more questions I have. Why didn't any of the site staff I worked with remember the show, even the ones who grew up in the 70s? Why can't I find any files on the Playfellow Workshop? Why isn't there a single TV guide ad saying what network or time the show was on? I keep digging and digging. I poured over every recovery the WHRP has given me access to, every inch of their site, and the things I find make less and less sense. If I didn't know any better, I'd say everyone was coming together to pull an elaborate prank on me. What on earth are you guys doing in chat? I don't know what you guys are doing. But it's this questioning of, is this even a real TV show, or was this made up? It like you said, it feels like an elaborate joke, because there's not a lot of proof. There's no TV guides, there's no advertisings indicating what channel this show was airing on. It just kind of feels like it appeared out of nowhere one day from someone's memory and they're searching for it. And you know what it reminds me a lot of? Of those people who go on to r/tip of my tongue that are searching for a TV show or something that they can't remember, but it's on the tip of their tongue. They're like, it was this thing that I remember from my youth, but I can't quite remember what it is. And sometimes it's not even real. It's something that they dreamed up, as in the case of like the Evil Farm game, where it was something the person had dreamt up on accident from listening to a stream as they were falling asleep. And then they woke up and believed it was real. So this feels very dream-esque, like somebody dreamt this up and it's real all of a sudden. Which is a very powerful concept. I don't actually think that someone dreamt up Welcome Home and it suddenly came to fruition in the public's consciousness all of a sudden. But it feels like that. It also feels like people who are searching through lost media and trying to find... Well, of course, this is like a lost media search through. But you know what I mean? Like the lost media wiki, trying to search for something that's lost but feels impossible to try to put together because there's so little pieces of it. And the most that they've been able to gather are like tiny chunks of stuff. Like if we go back to the media page... There's not a lot. Don't y'all just love it when y'all welcome home? Wally is having a nightmare and he's gonna wake up at the end of the... like at the end of the Wizard of Oz and recognize everyone. Yeah, he has a Dorothy moment where he's just like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I'm gonna play this again. I'm just gonna loop this one song. Sorry. I took it off to change the song. But there's so little of Welcome Home's even existence. Like this live audio interview from 1969 to 1970. This Julie Rella segment that doesn't even have a date. The Just So song demo that doesn't have a date. Some mystery audios. All kinds of stuff. There's so little evidence of its existence. I am also getting... Oh, that's somebody else. I will answer their DM in a moment. I do in fact love it when I'm welcome home. But yeah, it just definitely has that feeling of like, is this real? Or did somebody just make this up as a joke? But I don't feel like this is a joke. I definitely feel like this is real. But for all I know, it could just have been dreamt up and it was a powerful dream and it came to fruition. I don't know. I don't fully know yet. It's just theories. It's all just theories, guys. Nothing I say is definitive. Although the one about Frank and Eddie having to hide their relationship in the public, and the fact that Playfellow is heavily pushing the Julie and Frank relationship, despite the fact that they are platonic and they are friends, definitely I feel like has some grounding. And that one definitely feels the most true out of all the theories we posited. Maybe the producers are using Wally somehow like a puppet. No way. No, I don't know if there's anybody remaining left from the Playfellow Workshop that could possibly be doing this. I do think Wally is very sentient, But I feel like he's kind of trapped in the set, and he doesn't know where to go. Wally's a puppet? I thought he was a crocodile. They're using him like a Muppet. Oh no, we're infringing on Jim Henson's copyright. He's gonna rise out of the grave and get mad at us for calling Wally a Muppet. No, that's mean. No. But in any case, those are all of the theories that I personally wanted to go over. And I'm gonna open up the floor to you guys now and ask you guys about personal theories that you have that we can go over. What did you think of the theories that was posited so far? How do you feel about Welcome Home as a whole currently? You know, just open the floor to discussion for a little bit before I head out, because this stream, like I said, is not going to be very long. There's not a lot I wanted to talk about, even though I'm just so in love with this project. I've loved it for so long, and I think I said it in the very, very first stream I ever did about Welcome Home. I've been following Clown and Welcome Home since around the time that he had just rebranded his initial Tumblr and started to really get into the project, which is probably like 2019, 2020 or so. I've been following him for a while, and to see it blow up on such a scale is incredible. And I'm so happy that people are recognizing how amazing this is, but also I just want people to know that, like, Clown and the team that are doing this are people, and just treat them with respect, you know? He welcomes us. Jim Henson's way too cool. He'd rise out of the grave and congratulate Clown on their incredible project. Oh, absolutely. I was jesting before, but Jim Henson would probably be really, really intrigued by this and probably, like, want to put all his energy into helping. Because Jim Henson's very passionate about puppetry, even if he is a bit particular about things. But he was a very cool dude. I like Jim Henson a lot. Very, very much so, actually. I love Jim Henson's work. But yeah, I'll actually, for the remainder of the time until we get people bringing in theories and stuff, I'm going to put up the credits of the people who worked on Welcome Home. So let me get this up. So this is the credits page. These are the people that are working on Welcome Home, in addition to Clown. So these are the artists, the image editors, the production manager here, and the voice actors. All the people who did the voice work. Oh, I accidentally highlighted the pixel artists. And there's the pixel artists. So go give them support. Genuinely. Go support these people, because they are incredible. They are doing such amazing work for this project, and they deserve to have your attention and your money if they are open to commissions. Like, I know Clown currently doesn't have commissions open, but a lot of these people do, and they also have Ko-fis or Patreons, and you should go support them and all that they do, because this isn't a one-man job. Man, look at all those talented folks. Exactly. Look at all these talented people. This ain't a one-man job. I know a lot of people attribute Welcome Home to Clown because he was the one that originated the idea, but give all the love to everybody else as well. They sure would like to be welcome home. They sure would love to be welcome home, and they deserve your attention. They are all very genuinely talented people, and, like, I've checked them all out. They are genuinely talented people. I would gladly welcome this amazing team into my home. Exactly. Welcome Home looks really interesting. It is very interesting. And like I said, the more the merrier. Just don't be a weirdo in this community. But genuinely, like, Welcome Home is one of my favorite horror projects to date. And I've been looking forward to it getting this amount of popularity for so long now, because I haven't been able to keep it to myself for so long. I love Wally, I love the group, I love everybody. I love this entire project, and I want more people to be aware of it, because it is genuinely so amazing. And all the people that worked on it are amazing people too. I'm just gushing at this point. Because, like, I don't know, this is just genuinely inspiring to me. As someone who's a burgeoning horror creator, this is so incredibly inspiring. even clowns' just portfolio in general. All these people's portfolios are incredible. They're amazing, and I highly suggest you check them out. Sorry. Sorry, I gushed for so long, but I can't help it. I really do admire clown and their work, and everyone else for contributing as well. But yeah. So, as I said, if there's anybody who has like theories, or if they just want to, if they have questions or anything like that for a little bit here, feel free to bring it up in chat, and we'll have like a nice little discussion for the remaining time that I'm gonna keep stream up until I gotta skedaddle. Which, this is probably the shortest stream I've had in such a long time. My goodness, I haven't had this short a stream since like October when I first started streaming. Wow, I guess the norm really is like 6-hour streams from me. Jokes aside, welcome old. Welcome old indeed. And if you are interested in Welcome Home and this is your first exposure to it, which is kind of funny actually that you started here, I highly suggest you look through. Like I said, Inside of Mind did an initial look through of the website when it was first blowing up. And I'm sure there are people out there that have done walkthroughs of the site and have torn it apart at this point of the newest update. And you can also look through my catalog of my initial run through of the website, and also me going through the update the day of. Literally the minute it came out, I was on the website. So, just like Tiny Tim said, welcome old everyone. Oh, Tiny Tim, you're very correct. But I highly suggest you look into it. And also heed warning to the little trigger list that's above the credits there, because this is a horror series and it is going to get dark. It seems light and fluffy now, but with the little tidbits we've been getting, it is definitely shaping up to be a really dark series. And especially with what I talked about before, like I said with Frank and Eddie, it is definitely going there. It is going to dark places. And I am so excited. Like, the Walker Creek Station thing that we explored disappointed me so much. So to see this again, to get this experience again, it's just a breath of fresh air. Remember when they said welcome old at the Macy's parade? Oh my god. Guys, I said bring up like theories and stuff. You guys are so notorious for memes. I should have known the moment I said I'm opening the floor to y'all that you guys would start memeing. How silly. You guys are so silly. Nicholas Tobias float was the coolest. You guys remember entrepreneurial spirit? I still need to do something with that. I haven't done anything with that yet. I've yet to do anything with entrepreneurial spirit. I actually was going to include him on the thumbnail for the Beloved Juice exploration thumbnail that we did. But I decided against it and just put Nicholas Tobias and me hanging out. So, whoopsie poopsies. Walker Creek was a joke in comparison to this? Absolutely. Honestly, Walker Creek was such a disappointment, and right, I privated the VOD so you guys wouldn't even know if you don't know what I'm talking about. There was a horror series called Walker Creek Station, I believe, and it was very clearly stealing from Navajo, Algonquin, indigenous tribes with creatures that I'm not going to say the names of, and you shouldn't say the names of either, and we're using them for their horror series when in reality they were just stealing culture from indigenous people, and it was such a fucking joke. It was so awful and just made me so mad. I just privated the VOD. I didn't in good faith want to keep that up. I like being silly. It makes me feel silly. My favorite meal of the day, entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah, I miss the entrepreneurial spirit. I hope they're doing alright. Me, when silly in Quartz chat. You guys are so silly. You guys are always so silly. I forget that there's a delay. So you guys are like 36 seconds behind when where I'm at currently. Oh, this theory stream turned into such a roller coaster. But, like, at the end of the day, I just like gushing over this project. I do. Welcome Home is such a favorite horror series of mine, favorite online horror series. Hell, it even tops the major ones that have people's attention currently, like the Mandela Catalog or Gemini Home Entertainment or any of those series. It tops that, which is a big thing to say, but hear me out. Those guys are passionate about what they do, don't get me wrong, but with Clown, it's so evident that this is his massive passion project. He loves these characters. He's put so much attention and care into every little thing he does with these characters in this universe. It's so apparent, and I feel it. And also, I mean, I have a soft spot for puppets, but, like, that doesn't even matter. Like, this series has owned my heart for years. Years! And I'm so glad it's getting attention now, when it's just starting. It's such a blessing. And, of course, as I said, just don't be a dick to any of these guys, especially Clown. Can you make art of entrepreneurial spirit so I can poke its head out of the side of the stream? It can poke its head out the side of the stream. Yeah, I can do that. When I got some free time, I can make a little embodiment of entrepreneurial spirit one day when I got a moment, when I'm not absorbed with other things that I'm doing currently. We're wrapping up the end of this quarter, so I'll have a lot more free time soon, so look forward to that. Which means look forward to the Marble Hornets stream soon. Ooh, I'm so excited about that one. But yeah. Just also know that the people who created Welcome Home are people, especially Clown, who's been struggling with the fact that his project has been so huge and having to take multiple breaks away from the internet because of how much attention this has gotten, and it's impacting his mental health a lot. And also the people who are working on this as well. Don't pester them. Don't bug them a lot. Be respectful. Especially, just be respectful. These are people, you know? But yeah. Well, I'll give it one more minute to see if anybody wants to posit in a last-minute theory, and then I think I'm going to call it for this stream. But this has been fun. There's just so much to dissect and look at, and I just love it so much. Like, oh, we're not even not even in deep with the horror elements yet, and I'm just in love with these characters and the way they interact with each other. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I think my personal favorite audio has to be Eddie's big lift or something like that, where he's lifting stuff. Thank you, Quartz. I've been so hungry for that entrepreneurial spirit. It makes me feel like a real girl boss. I'm glad to hear you. Oh, you guys are silly. Welcome, old. That's my theory. Okay, well. Sure. Thank you for positing that, then. I'll add it to the document. Welcome, old. I'm writing it down. Okay. Well, it seems that it's our time to part from the neighborhood again. Oh, my theory. Welcome Home is secretly run by entrepreneurial spirit trying to profit off these poor puppet people. There definitely, jokes aside, memes aside from that, there definitely is an underlying darkness to what's going on. Swampy! Oh my gosh! You caught us at the tail end of stream! Swampy! Holy cow! Hi! It's been so long! Oh my goodness! We've missed you! I've missed you, so haven't seen your name in so long. Swampy, holy cow! Welcome! You caught us at the tail end of stream. Oh my goodness. It's been a little bit, huh? Wow, holy cow. My theory welcoming the home. You guys. What did I expect from my own chat? What did I expect? I just found a whole block of upside down text when I highlighted the black line in the staff page. Yeah, that it just says like ring ring ring, it's for you or something like that. Excuse me. Happy quartz. Yeah, I know, I got really excited, sorry. I saw a regular and I got really excited. Sorry. I'm sorry. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think that censored text is Wally, personally. Rare moment of quartz experiencing joy. I'm sorry. I got overly excited. I'm sorry. Okay. Gosh. Don't mind me getting excited when I see a regular. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. But no, genuinely. Anyway, sorry. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'll be right back. I'll take one last bathroom break. I'll extend this a minute longer. I'm gonna take a real quick bathroom break. You guys can have some music, and I'll be right back. It'll just be this same track again. I'll be right back. Hang in there, folks. Hi gamers, I'm back. You happy to be listening to this same track over and over again? I'm gonna change it. Shit. That's the wrong one. This one. Okay. Sorry. Change up the music a little bit. A little bit. Put this back on. What are you guys talking about? Wally and the others are as big as my hand. You're wrong, they're as big as my hand. Nuh-uh, you're wrong, they're as big as their creator's hand. Theory, the puppets are as big as you. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. There are puppets, like, there are different kinds of puppets. In puppet sizes, I guess you could say. Because there's full body suits, like with Poppy, or no, not Poppy. Barnaby. And there's also the hand puppets, like Wally, that have the little sticks. And some are like hand puppets where their hands are operated by two people. They're jumpsuit size. And I think Polly is similar to Big Bird, and she is a full body suit, but her hand, somewhat like a hand is controlling her beak, and it's convoluted. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Look up how Big Bird is operated, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. The puppets are as big as puppets. The puppets are, well, have you ever seen how big Big Bird is? That's how big I imagine Polly is. And Barnaby is probably also really big. You know? Not as big as, like, Stuffkins, but huge. Nonetheless. You know? No way! Big old puppets. But yeah, I'm gonna extend it out a minute longer. I don't have any more theories for you guys. Like I said, I already spent them all. But there's so much probably still hidden within this website that we haven't uncovered yet. Like, we think we got it all, but we probably haven't, for all we know. And there's still more to come. The puppets range from extra small to extra large. Yep. Essentially. Who would win in a fight? The Welcome Home cast or the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared cast? Oh, now that's an interesting question. I don't think either would fight, including the villains. Ooh. Oh. Okay, that changes things a little bit. I was gonna say, I don't think there would be much of a fight then. If it's just like the three main characters from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. But if you include the teachers, oh, the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared guys are definitely kicking ass then. Because the fucking clock can speed up time and kill you. Duck would immediately shank someone from Welcome Home without provocation. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be honest. But I don't want puppet on puppet violence. Like, Don't Let Me Unscared is so vastly different from Welcome Home. Mostly in the fact that the puppets in Welcome Home, a lot of them are queer. So, I suppose I have some VOD watching to do. Yeah, you do. Swappy. Because we talked about Welcome Home theories, and you can go through this VOD. It's not going to be super long. You can go through this VOD and listen to us talk about it after you watch the other VOD, if you want to, of course, of us going through the new update to Welcome Home. So yeah. If you want to. No pressure, of course. Tough one. I don't know much about Welcome Home, but I do know about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, so I'm just going to say that, guys. Yeah, no question about it. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is definitely killing all of the Welcome Home people. Like, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is, like, vastly different from Welcome Home. But the majority of the puppets in Welcome Home are queer. That's why I'm leaning more toward them. I was like, oh, they'd win, but then I'm like, logistically speaking, the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared cast will, but I just like the Welcome Home cast more. They made the concept of puppets from Welcome Home a real thing. Bless me, goodness. I feel like Julie would be a master at dodging. Wouldn't have to lay a finger on her. Yeah, I feel like she is the best dodger. Without a doubt. She could 100% dip a punch. Yeah, very little context. Yeah, this must all be very confusing to you. That's okay. That's alright. We're still glad to have you here regardless. But I guess I'll wrap it up since we're not really, you know, getting that much on topic. Like I said, go support the people that are shown on screen here. I also have to rewatch Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Oh my gosh. It's so good. The TV show and the series are really good. But yes, go support the people that you see on screen here. There are, if you go to the from-me-to-u page on clownillustration.com, which is the site that hosts Welcome Home, this is the credits here for every single person that has helped Clown with Welcome Home, from VAs to production management to artists. So go support them. Buy them a coffee. Buy them, support them on Patreon. Buy them commissions. Do whatever you need to do to support them because they are incredible people that deserve to be supported. Batum versus Welcome Home versus Welcome Mode. I can imagine Frank absolutely KOing some of the DHMIS cast if he really wanted to. Oh, absolutely. But I don't think he'd hurt anybody. He seems like a gentle guy to me. But yes, thank you all for coming out to stream tonight. This was a very, very fun stream. I'll try to find something to do next week, but I've been struggling a lot with figuring out what I want to do in terms of, like, content. Oh, my dog is once again very angry. Barking. I've been struggling a lot with figuring out what I want to do for content and stuff. I also didn't notice your PNG. You doing okay? I'm just a puppet, you know? I can imagine someone using the Welcome Home cast as actual puppets and making a puppet show. No way. But I'll try to figure something out. You're always free to recommend stuff, by the way. Like series and stuff for me to react to, discuss, analyze. Because I am struggling, you know? Struggling to find series as opposed to games, because I could find a million horror games, but it is very hard to find horror series to review, you know? But yeah, thank you all for coming out to stream. Make sure you get some, goodness, I can't talk. Get some water if you haven't drank any yet. Make sure to get something to eat if you haven't had something to eat yet. If you're doing summer school, make sure to do your homework or study for that test that you haven't yet. It's better to do it late than never, as I always say. Make sure you water your plants, pet your pets, tell someone you love them, check in with the people that you love, see if they're doing okay. Take a shower if you need to. You know, brush your hair, brush your teeth, do what you need to do to take care of yourselves. Just know that I love you and I care about you, and there are people in your life that love and care about you as well. I'm definitely joining next stream. This was kind of fun, lol. It's always great. We're happy to have you back. Welcome to the community, and welcome home, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Take care of yourselves, all right? You know, I love y'all. See y'all later. Sleep well. Bye. Goodbye, everyone.